Well, I was able to modify these locks, pole locks. I'm going to show you how. I still haven't cleaned up my pole handles yet, but I was complaining in my last video, 59, how those were only screwed on a quarter of a ways, and the threads were a ½ inch for that great big long knob. I'm going to go over and show you what I had to do to make these work. So if you run into it, it might help you out, since the manufacturers can't seem to make a part to fit a car. Show you here in a second. Okay, I was talking about these little pole knobs, how they're junk. Here's what I had to do to make this work. It's really simple to do, but you shouldn't have to do this. What I did is I went and got a tap, and this is plastic. So all I did was put tap in there and start cutting my own threads. And all you had to do is work at little at a time. It's plastic, so you can do this by hand and just keep working it in until you get all the way to the top. Once you bottom out, just go ahead and take it out, get the little pieces out of it, and you're good to go. That's what I had to do. Just in case you guys run into it, use a tap, just tap it out. It's a shame you have to do this to make that work, but that's the way it is. I'm going to show you on this door panel here in a second. Okay, let's take a look at this lower door panel here, and I'll show you how the armrest go on this, give you an idea. All right, all you gotta do is pull it out of the plastic. Easier said than done. All right, there we got it out of the plastic. You can see here the holes on the top of it in the door handle. Very simple. Take door handle out. You can see the little tabs all over the place. Pretty crazy, but that's the way it works. And what you're going to do is you're just going to try to straighten these tabs out a little bit, as much as you can. Because the way they have it packed, they got them rolled in there pretty good. What you're going to do is you're going to start them in the holes. Might take a little bit to get it, but they'll go. Okay, you get them started. Make sure you got them pulled all through. Looks like I missed one. Right here in the middle. There we go. Got it. Make sure they're all in there. All you're going to do is take a pair of pliers, come down here and grab that tab, pull it till it locks. You'll feel it lock. Ooh, didn't feel that one yet. Ah, great. I missed one, so now I gotta go back and get it out. There we go. There we go, installed. And that's how you put your door handle on there, or your armrest pad. And that's how that goes on there. Okay, when you order your lower door panel, it should come with a little hardware kit. It's sometimes taped to it, sometimes it's just loose in the bag. And all they are little metal clips like. You have larger ones, and you have really small ones. The larger ones are for your door clip to fit into. So the way these are installed is these got little barbs on them. And all you're going to do is you're going to put it on here in these little slots, just like that, and you're going to press it down. Yeah, really, you are. And right there, now that's locked on there. You have 4 of them that you need to put on here. Sometimes you may have to push down a little bit on them. There we go. Just make sure they're all locked down. And what those are for these clips. And all these clips do is you put them in, you turn them, and they lock in. Just like that. There it goes. This clip's a little smaller because I broke one of the bigger clips on the other door panel, and I have these sitting around as spares. They're actually the same size as the originals that were on the door panel. Just might be a little harder to put them in. Might be a whole lot harder to put them in. Man, we should put these in first. So I can pop this clip a little bit. There we go. There you go. I'll be back in a minute. Had to stop there for a second. I had a friend stop out and shoot the shit, which I really enjoy people stopping by. So since I'm in no hurry on the car, it doesn't bother me. I did get the old clip or the new clip in. It's actually an original, but that's how you put the door panel together. I'm going to show you how the top door panel goes on here. I'll have to go over and grab it real quick. And I'll show you how it's supposed to go on there. But learning from my other side, my passenger side, I'm not putting it together like it's supposed to go together. I'm going to modify it. So let me go grab that door panel real quick. Okay, here we are. This is my upper. And how this is supposed to go is you see these little round holes right here. You see the little holes? Those little holes are supposed to line up with these little tabs. There's little tabs here sticking up. So what that does is it goes on here. Slit that vinyl a little bit. You put those tabs through, and you got these little metal clips that you press down to lock the two together. And like I said, I learned from my last door panel that once I put this together, it determines my width for my door. So this may not go all the way down and lock down over the top, or this may be hanging down too low and rub on your seal plates. So that's not how I'm going to do it. My way, it's the way it is, you know. What I'm going to actually do is I'm going to cut these little barbs off. I'm going to come in here and cut these off with side snips and just eliminate them. And I'll attach the top door panel first, get that all lined up where I want it, and I'll fasten it. And then I'll take the bottom one over there, and then I'll go ahead and install it. So right now what I got to do is I've got to cut this piece out for the remote mirror. I got to cut this piece out for the door handle, one of my originals, because the aftermarket suck. So I got to cut that out. And this hole up here is for your window crank to roll your windows up and down. If you have power windows, you would not even bother taking that out. But that's my plan. That's my door panels. Lower, upper. So that's what I'm going to do. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and go in and cut all this stuff out, like I showed you. I don't have the actual pull straps, so I won't be removing these. And there's little round circles. I don't know if I can show you very well, but there's little circles in the cardboard. You need to knock those out so that your door panel clips will go there. So that'll fasten your door panel to the door itself. So I'm going to stop right now. I'm going to get these cut out and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I went ahead and, where these are perforated, took these out and cut away the backing, but I left the vinyl, as you can see, did not take the vinyl out. These little holes here, I went ahead and took those out, just popped them out with a screwdriver. What these little holes are for your panel clips, and all they do is slide in. So all you gotta do is fish them in, turn them. They are movable a little bit, so when you get them inside the car and you need to move them around, you can. You know, to line up with the spot in the doors where they go. That's all they do. They clip right in there like that. No problem. You're in, you're ready to go. Like I say, you can move them around once you get them in there to match where they need to go into the door. The mirror, I've got the bezel and I got the backing plate. My backing plate's an original plate. I just took it off and cleaned it up. So this needs to be attached before you put the door panel on. So what I'm going to do is punch some holes through it. There we go. So now what I'll do is I'll turn it over, put the bezel on there, put the backing plate on and screw this tight. First I'm going to have to cut the hole out. So I'm going to take a razor blade, and don't cut your hand, but all I'm going to do is slowly cut this vinyl. I don't want to go crazy. It's better to cut it 5 or 6 times than to cut it once and have it too big and you're not going to be able to use it anymore. So we're just going to trim some of this vinyl away in this hole. Nothing crazy, a little at a time. See how it fits. See how that does. First I gotta go find my screws for the bezel. I'm gonna shut this off, go find the screws because I'm sure they're gonna need cleaned up, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I just decided to use some new screws. I had a box of them over there, so I grabbed them instead. So what I'm going to do is put the screw through. Grab a screwdriver here real quick. Put that into that hole I just made. So we think we are. Over. Like such. And the hole. Here it is. Get down through the vinyl. Find this other hole. Find it first. Okay. Screw in it. Get that pushed down through there. Take the backing plate. Kind of hard to do this. Get started. Get started. Alright, got him started. It's going to tighten down a little bit. Don't go crazy. Trust me, you don't want to go crazy on any of this stuff. It's just cardboard. Now we have that bezel on for the mirror to come through. Hopefully that'll work out pretty good for us. I'm probably going to take it back off to actually put the cable through and then go ahead and bolt it. So that's a good start anyway. Okay. Over here for the door handle, we're just going to put a nice little slit in it. We're not going to do anything really crazy. So we're not sure where this is going to be yet. It should be here, but sometimes these door panels move a little bit. Okay, that's all we're going to do. Here where this handle is, what we're going to do, we're just going to exit. Just like that. You're going to trim it back a little bit. There you go. Got a hole cut out. That's ready to go. Now we're going to walk it over to the car. I'm going to test fit it, see what I have to move around a little bit, and I'll be back. Okay, upper door panel's on, and since I'm not attaching it to the lower, I've attached screws at the bottom of it to hold it tight against the door. But yeah, it took a little bit of work and finesse to get that in there. If for some reason the metal plate at the top is bowed more, so it wants to hold the panel out, which was kind of weird because the other side wasn't that way. The other side just fit flat right up against the door, but this one wants to bow out. But I did get it in. I'm going to work on that lower now and see what I can come up with. Back in a sec. Okay, I'm working on that bottom one, and like I said earlier, I'm not putting the two panels together. So these tabs, I've got to cut off, because if I don't, they're actually going to hold the door panel out away from the upper, because these are not going into the upper. So all I'm going to do is cut those tabs off. I know you're all freaking out right now going, no, 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 but yeah. So cut those tabs off, and now it'll sit flat and flush against the upper door panel. And then these screws will go right in. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the car, and after I get it installed, I'll go ahead and pull the camera and take you over there and show you what I did. Back in a sec. There we go. Bottom panel's in. Now all I gotta do is clean up those door latches and get them installed, and these will be buttoned up. Back in a little. All right, door panels are finished. I used my old inside door handles. I cleaned them up a little bit. They have a little pitting, but a lot better than those OER. Driver's side, got it all done, finished up, happy. So what I have left on this shed is still have to reupholster all the interior. Never done that before on this type of car, so that's going to be a new adventure. Still have the windshield chrome to put on. Take my time, and I should be able to get that on there with no big problem. Still need to set the timing and bleed the brakes. And then I need to buy rims and tires. I'm really opting to buy 17-inch honeycombs like this. Although I've had friends and family go, they like the Kragers. Well, I have Kragers already on my Buick out there. And other ones say put the Keystones on. Well, I have Keystones on my Cutlass. So, and I really don't like the snowflakes. They're just not my thing. And I think I am going to go with 17-inch honeycomb. I don't know how hard they are to keep clean, but aren't they all hard to keep clean? If you enjoy my videos, please consider subscribing. Thanks for watching. Later.